Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of NASCAR Heat 5 2023 Mod Career Mode Season number 4, where you look at the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race results from the Charlotte ROVAL, their first race of the championship round, whereas William Sawalich picking up his first career Craftsman Truck Series win at the ROVAL, winning over Jake Garcia, Andres Perez, Grant Enfinger, who's your top championship driver, finishing in 4th, and Ben Rose, the top 5. Then, of course, other championship contenders, Stuart Friesen finishes in 13th, and a very disappointing day for Caden Honeycutt and Lane Riggs, finishing 15th and 16th, respectively. So Sawalich gets his first career Craftsman Truck Series win at the Charlotte ROVAL, and Grant Enfinger is the best of the Championship 4, as we now look at the updated Championship 4 standings. After this first race of the 4-race round, Grant Enfinger currently leads them all by 9 points over Stuart Friesen for the championship at the moment. Caden Honeycutt and Lane Riggs have their work cut out for them. Now 23 and 24 points below the cut line, or below the lead, Grant Enfinger to try to win the championship. But they still have 3 races to make it up at Talladega, Martinsville, and Homestead. Going to be quite an interesting set of final races here for the Craftsman Truck Series before we crown ourselves a champion. NASCAR Xfinity Series was also in action, with Connor Mozak picking up his first career Xfinity Series win at the Charlotte ROVAL over his teammate Carson Quaffle. How about Leland Honeyman in 3rd? Top championship contenders Justin Allgaier in 4th, followed up by Connor Zilic, another championship driver, around at the top 5. Jesse Love and Riley Herbst, the other with championship 4, come home 7th and 9th. So all 4 inside the top 10 for your championship contenders, 4th, 5th, 7th, and 9th. Corey Day also snags a top 10 finish. Good for him, and Ty Majeski as well. So a couple of upset winners in Sawalich and Mozak. Now we'll see the updated Xfinity Series Championship 4 standings grid here. Before we head into today's main event, which is, of course, the NASCAR Cup Series Charlotte ROVAL 400. And Connor Zilic currently has the points lead in the Championship 4. He is 4 points ahead of Jesse Love. Justin Allgaier is still right there, only 6 points behind Zilic for the lead. And Riley Herbst is in 4th at 15, below Zilic to be leading the points. So he definitely has some work to do at Talladega, Martinsville, and Homestead, our final 3 races of the NASCAR Xfinity Series season. So far it's been all 9s leading the points, with Grant Enfinger and Connor Zilic, the 9 and the 99 in Trucks and Xfinity. Let's head to today's main event, the NASCAR Cup Series Bank of America ROVAL 400 here at the Charlotte ROVAL. Tyler Reddick puts it on pole position of number 45. And other stories of the race: Austin Cindric and Austin Hill. Cindric failing inspection and Hill changing his engine after qualifying will start at the rear of today's race. We'll bring out the number 99 Degree Chevrolet as we try to get yet another road course win this season. We are green and underway here at the Charlotte ROVAL. Which of the final 4 will take a commanding advantage in the championship after this race? We're going to find out. We're already aggressive early, getting in the back of Chris Buescher, finding our way by AJ Allmendinger just like that into 4th place after starting in 9th here right away, working our way quickly through the field. Now setting our sights on the leaders, Tyler Reddick, and then our fellow championship rivals of Chase Elliott and Christopher Bell. As we start working our way forwards, of course, Bell, Elliott, and I are all up here in the top 5, but keep note that Denny Hamlin qualified back in 30th. He's going to have a long way to go if he wants to get enough points to stay in the hunt here in today's race. But right now we are trying to catch Christopher Bell and Chase Elliott here, but we just don't have the momentum to do it. And they're going to drive away from us here with race leader Tyler Reddick. We'll settle into 4th. Few laps later, a little bit wide. We go into the tire barrier right there on the exit of the backstretch chicane. And here comes AJ Allmendinger. Of course, former winner here in the Cup Series in 2023. Allmendinger gets by us in the 16. Now we're right behind him, getting a little shot there now into the front stretch chicane. We get too aggressive and send the 16 around he goes. We completely punt AJ Allmendinger. He's gone. No caution. We stay green. Just a mistake there on my part as Tyler Reddick comes through here to win stage 1 of the Charlotte ROVAL. And we're going to bring it home in 4th position, earning a very solid 7 stage points, but still losing a point to Christopher Bell, losing 2 to Chase Elliott as they come home 2nd and 3rd, and no stage points for Denny Hamlin. So Reddick picks up the dominant stage 1 win. Then Elliott, Bell, and I, the 3 of the 4 Championship 4 drivers, all bumper to bumper, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Then Byron is on the top 5. Then Larson, Buescher, Chastain, Heim, and McDowell picking up some stage points here at the ROVAL. Now into stage number 2, we get some repairs, so we drop down to 11th for this restart. We get aggressive as always, give a little shot there to Corey Heim, get physical, completely, basically drive through the 67 right there. Now through turns 1 and 2, 3 wide, got by Kyle Larson, the inside of Chris Buescher. We go into 5th, now setting our sights on the 24 of William Byron for 4th position here. We got to get by Byron so we can stay in range here with Christopher Bell and Chase Elliott, our main guys that we need to be competing with here, as they're our main championship rivals. As remember, we're all equal coming in. We don't want to be below the cut line or out of the lead going into Talladega next week. And now we get aggressive, shove William Byron wide, make the pass. Into 4th we go. Big slide through this infield portion of the course, coming back onto NASCAR 1 and 2. We're going to try to work the outside of William Byron here to get the lead back, which is exactly what we're going to do with some intense side drafting. And we will have to settle for 4th place once again, as Elliott, Bell, and Reddick have once again gotten away from us here. Now later in the stage, we're just making our way through this infield section of the course, and the caution comes out, ending stage 2 prematurely, and Tyler Reddick is going to sweep the stages here at the ROVAL over Chase Elliott, Christopher Bell, and myself, still 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Byron, Larson, and Buescher still 5th, 6th, and 7th. Daniel Suarez drives his way up to 8th. Michael McDowell gains a spot to 9th, and Corey Heim drops to 10th, but he still picks up a stage point. So Reddick has swept the stage, but now we restart 4th on this restart with 15 to go in this race. We give the bumper to Chase Elliott in the 9, getting aggressive, 3 wide nearly. Racing Chase Elliott and Christopher Bell, very hard position. We get by Chase Elliott on the restart, the highest we've been all day. Into 3rd, and underneath Christopher Bell, we get aggressive. Shove the 20 wide. Into 2nd we go now, leading the championship drivers here at the ROVAL. In the final stage, we are through to 2nd. Now we're just trying to chase on the 45 Tyler Reddick, but here comes Chase Elliott to our inside. A few laps there to the backstretch chicane. We're able to shove Elliott a little bit wide. He bounces off the wall. We're able to maintain 2nd position there, shoving Chase a little bit wide. Now field later through the infield portion of the course, coming to NASCAR 1 and 2. We get a little too aggressive, have to make a big lift on entry to 1 and 2. And now here comes Christopher Bell to our inside. Bell gets around us for 2nd. We drop down to 3rd. Have to regroup and find our way back by the 20 here as Tyler Reddick continues to drive away and absolutely dominate this race. But this is an important battle for us. We need to beat the 20. We get aggressive, get to the inside. We shove Christopher Bell wide, work our way forwards back to 2nd, forcing our way through, getting the elbows out here at the roll. Now field there, Tyler Reddick has come in for his scheduled green flag pit stop. So he comes in, we cycle out to lead our first lap of the day with just 8 laps to go. Now to turn 2, 3, we get a huge slide exit at turn 3. Lose the lead, and here comes Christopher Bell. As now we go through turns 4 and 5, Bell now to the lead here at the roll. We give Bell a shot here, heading towards turns 6 and 7 to the inside, trying to make the pass here, heading towards NASCAR 1 and 2. We give Bell a shot, trying to get underneath him here. Very physical, contact made, everybody's lifting. Bell able to hang on to the lead. We'll have to settle in line behind him in 2nd. Chase Elliott right in our rear bumper in 3rd. So it's going to be an intense battle as we all have to come down pit road this lap. We're all trying to be the leader. Coming down pit road, going into the backstretch chicane. We send it in a little bit deep into the 20. And around goes Christopher Bell. We send the 20 going for the lead, and we put ourselves in the wall hard on exit of the backstretch chicane. A disastrous turn of events for myself and the 20. And it is all now played into the hands of Chase Elliott and the 9, who will be the leader of this group coming down pit road. We'll come in 2nd. We have heavy damage to the nose of the car, which we can't afford to fix. We lose too much time on the racetrack. We have to just take 4 tires and fuel and deal with this damage the rest of the race, or at least until we can get a caution to come out here. So we coming to be 15.9. We are actually able to beat Chase Elliott out of the pits. That is huge. So we'll cycle out to be 2nd right now as Kyle Busch is leading, but he's going to come down pit road this lap. Tyler Reddick, of course, will cycle out to be the leader, the dominant car of the day. Looks like he should be able to bring home this win here. So I'm trying to just hang on for dear life with this damage. This car does not want to turn with all the damage. We have to fight for our life here for 2nd place against Chase Elliott and Christopher Bell. That's what we're doing, but turn 2 rather, the car just cannot turn. And now Christopher Bell gets his revenge, which is completely deserved for us after what we completely cleaning him out coming to the pit stop cycle. So now him and Elliott are into 2nd and 3rd. Now I'm getting aggressive so I don't lose 4th place here to Kyle Larson. I basically punt him off into the grass right there. He saves it. We're able to make the pass, get back into 4th. Now the ensuing lap, still trying to fend off Kyle Larson. So we got to clear him here through the infield portion. Now going to NASCAR 1 and 2. Here comes Daniel Suarez, the 7, having a very impressive drive. Now goes right past us. Suarez now into 4th. A few laps later, I'm still trying to hold back Kyle Larson for 5th as the car has just completely gone away from us with the damage. Now we can send Larson into the tire barrier hard Hard impact for Kyle Larson. Huge damage to the 5. He's going to pit, lose all his track position. Now 2 laps to go. Your leader, the 45 of Tyler Reddick's out of gas. Reddick is out of gas and he has to pit, and that's going to put our championship rival Chase Elliott in the lead. And now Chase Elliott's in position to win and have at least a 15-point lead going into Talladega next episode. This is absolutely detrimental, but it also does give us a bonus point, which I'll take. But honestly, it would have been better if Reddick winning, because there's a 15-point difference between finishing first and second. You get 50 for winning, 35 for second place. Chase Elliott now is about to get to 50 plus all his stage points as we go through the backstretch chicane for the final time here at the Charlotte Roval. Chase Elliott is going to win the Roval 400 and take the lead in the points. Christopher Bell comes home second, Daniel Suarez third, and we are able to survive with a destroyed race car to somehow finish in 4th place here at the Roval, right about where we were all day long. So we bring home a top 5 finish, but Chase Elliott will take the championship lead by winning this race here at the Charlotte Roval. Christopher Bell second, myself 4th. Strong point stays for us. Great run for Daniel Suarez in 3rd. Byron in the top 5. How about Connor Zilich top 10 in 7th. McDowell and Hocevar making a triple Spire top 10. And then Denny Hamlin ends up finishing in 20th place, irrelevant all day. He's going to be in a massive hole to climb out of if he wants to get that elusive NASCAR Cup Series championship. Larson, unfortunately, ends up down in 29th. Tyler Reddick still finishes 12th after pitting with 2 laps to go because he was out of gas. So you see the race results there on your screen. That's the updated championship standings. Elliott now with a 17-point lead over Christopher Bell going to Talladega next episode. We sit 3rd, 21 points out of the lead. Of course, held by Chase Elliott. So we'll have to make up 21 points over the next 3 races. And Denny Hamlin, 4th. The Last of Us currently 51 points below the cut line. A huge gap for Hamlin to make up. Virtually, he's got to win at least 2 of these races to get himself back in the conversation going into Homestead. But it'll be a very... And as always, as we conclude this episode, I'm going to give a special shout out to my channel members. Thank you very much to DWR, JJ, Brenda Breen, and Jeremy Isley. Really appreciate your guys' support. It means a lot to me. Helps the channel and I continue to grow, produce some awesome content. Now on our road to 2,000 subscribers. So those of you that are watching this video and are not subscribed, please do subscribe. It's completely free. It only takes a couple of seconds. I would really, really appreciate it. And if you want to become a paid channel member and get a shout out just like DWR, JJ, Brenda, and Jeremy, link is down below in the description. And until next episode, where we have the second race of the championship round at Talladega Super Speedway, I hope you all have a good one.